Hey guys, I got a great idea. You know, when they spray shit tons of chemtrails, let's go get in our helicopter and fly around over neighborhoods and residential areas. You know, while they spray chemtrails. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Helicopter Man? You're number one. Wait, you're number two. That means poo. Thanks for the chemtrails, you asshat. Nothing better than breathing some chemtrails while helicopters and small airplanes fly over you. In fact, I think that's the harbinger of more air travel. Wherever there's a chopper, hey, look at that. The cloud structure of the trails? Wow, it looks just like an X-ray of cancer. I wonder if there could be a connection. Just because the clouds in the sky look like an X-ray of a cancer inside of the tissues. But, and this one here, see the big corkscrew pattern that one's making? Gigantic wavelength, probably what, a half a mile wavelength? Half-mile wavelength. That's most likely what they call ULF. As you can see, it clearly spirals. That cloud is a spiral. You know, I mean, that's pretty obvious. And the sun, oh, the sun's changing frequency. The sun's turning white. Oh, the frequencies are changing. No, the sun's not fucking changing frequency. The sun is white because the air in between us and the light from the sun is white. The air is white. It tints the sun to white from all the refraction and reflections of the light off of the white metal particles. This is not rocket science. This is obvious and plain to be seen common sense. Jetliner McGee. Of course, not 2 minutes after I end the video about the let's go fly our helicopter around under the chemtrail skies. And I said that, the air show's going to start. There's the first jet. It's been a minute and a half since then, and a jetliner is flying over already. I'm just going to take a short walk here and see what I got to do to clean up over here. And yeah, let's see here. Just take a look around, so cleaning. Back the trailer up here. Back the trailer here. This will give me access to over here, so I can take the metal down, scrap the metal, and that should pay for the trip to the dump for the trash. And then the trailers will be empty again, and we can reload. But I can see light at the end of the tunnel of this project. So, yeah. There's my metal pile. My mouth tastes like crap from the trails. I mean, I don't know how people don't notice it. Some people just act like they don't notice. Oh, well, I get my antihistamine nasal spray, and then I don't have any problems. See, there's something wrong with my body, but I got some nasal spray to help correct the problem. People actually seem to believe that shit. That there's something wrong with them, and they need some sort of medication to correct a problem with them. If your nose itches and is runny and you get sore throat and chronic dry eye and a host of other problems, those are just the real obvious ones. It's obviously the air you're breathing has a problem. You know, and the doctor, oh no, there's something wrong with your DNA. Oh yeah, you've got a misbalanced DNA, or your body chemistry's out of whack, and we got to correct it with some medications. That's what's going on. You're smart. You're smart. You do everything your doctor tells you. That makes you smarter than the average person. Congratulations, American. Here's your Social Security. Here's your Social Security checks and your medical vouchers. Don't worry, as soon as you get your diagnosis, we'll pay for your rent and you'll get EBT card for your food and free high-speed internet. And It's easy street for you. You can just kick back and surf the internet, and we'll pay for everything while you slowly die of your disorder. Won't that be great? Nothing to worry about anymore. All your bills are paid. You got it made in the shade. You can just surf the internet every day till you die. But don't worry, that won't be too long. And if you're feeling a little down, go on outside and be sure and get plenty of air and drink lots of water too, because that'll help you to be healthy. Get a lot of bottled water, or just drink it from the tap, because it's really just as well. And drink it up while you're outside, breathing up all this fresh air, all this freshly sprayed air, all this freshly sprayed air. Oh, that's neato. Thanks, guys. You're helping us. My doctor would tell me if there was a danger in the air. Obviously, if we were being poisoned, wouldn't our doctors know? Our doctors would tell us that we're being poisoned, and then we could protect ourselves in our constitutional Republican democracy, or whatever the fuck we supposedly have. Then we could protect ourselves by voting for a change, and we'd get rid of those bums that are letting these corporations take over and do bad stuff to us. But that's how we're going to crack the problem. We're going to vote for better representatives for the people, and then one will be safe. Then we'll be protected, and our Constitution will protect us. Nothing protects you more than a piece of paper in a museum in Washington, D.C. That's just obvious. 12 seconds later. Literally 12 seconds. I got to hook up the trailer here. Yeah. The 12 seconds later part? Well, there's some ambient noise that's kind of growing right this second. And I think maybe the little airplane diverted. It must have been turning. Really, 12 seconds later, it was like, bzzz, oh yay, here comes a little airplane. Isn't that super cool? Hey, if I had a private plane, I'm sure that every day it was completely sprayed out, I would go fly it around in circles over town too. Just fill up my tank and fly in circles, because it's a ball flying an airplane. Having so much fun flying an airplane. Nothing's better than flying an airplane, each and every day of the year. Except for when nobody flies of airplanes, of course. And that's perfectly normal, too, because we could never hope to understand the complexities of air traffic control. I'm sure there are physical living men and women working really hard at their jobs in those flight towers, directing the air traffic over our nation. Yep, it takes thousands and thousands and thousands of people working in coordination with each other to maintain a safe air travel. And it's probably, they have computers to help them, but it's really a job that people have to do. Wait. The people have to coordinate themselves to do, because there's no way that just a computer could replace every single person in air traffic control. Could they? Could relaying information be done faster and more efficiently by a computer than it could be by a team of people? That sounds almost impossible, but you never know. With the rate of modern technology, perhaps a computer could coordinate the flight paths and times of all of the flights simultaneously to ensure that none of them crash into each other. I bet that could really work, and then people wouldn't have to burden themselves with air traffic control. Wouldn't that be nice? We could get rid of that part of the burden of being a human and having to work. No humans would have to coordinate our air flight anymore, and then those people could go and relax for the day, instead of having to be down at the tower working as an air traffic controller, coordinating all the flights, because it takes people to do that. The person's got to use the computer and then give the information to the other person who's at their computer, because that couldn't just be done automatically with a computer or anything. So So all of these thousands and thousands of air traffic controllers that work all over the country are doing really legitimate, real jobs. They gotta be at that tower, or how is the computer gonna tell the other computer to tell the pilot in the plane what's going on? Who's not even flying the plane, because the computer is flying the plane on the, 5s and 6Gs. They don't even need to fly the planes anymore. The planes will remotely take off and land. The only thing they need to do is fill up them tanks and spray more chemtrails, because everybody needs chemtrails. It helps you to be strong and free in America and the rest of the world. Pretty soon we'll spread our way of life to everyone, and then they can all be free like America and enjoy all of the same types of living conditions as we do here in the greatest country in the history of the universe. And that, well, sure, we're spraying chemtrails, we can't deny that because we can see them, but we're not doing anything else bad with airplanes. See, yeah, we're spraying chemtrails, but no, we promise we won't do any other bad things with aircraft in any way. We won't use any type of directed energy weapons or anything of that nature on people, especially from aircraft. I mean, who would do such a thing? Sure, we'll spray chemtrails on you all day and night until you fall over dead, but we would never ever use directed energy weapons on you. That would just be barbaric. Thank God, you can count on us. You can count on us to keep our word. We'll spray chemtrails on you all day, but we'd never use directed energy weapons on you. That's a conspiracy theory. Let's never fall for that one. Oh, some people think the government's trying to hurt them. Their job is to help us. What's wrong with you? Read the Constitution, you idiot. Alright, things are coming along with the cleanup. Got some scrap in there. Getting this cleared up over here. But I took a pause for a moment. We need a little break anyway. Catch my breath if I can. To point out something that everybody should know. They should just automatically get what I'm going to say, but most people don't. Not that they're dumb, it's just that it never crosses their mind. And that is, it's the 30th of March. It's spring. I'm not wearing a coat. I had to take my coat off. I was getting too warm. It's nice, other than that shit. What's missing? As you can see, I'm in a plenty rural area. Sure, there's houses around here, and they took out the ranch farm that was over here, and they're putting a whole bunch of little McMansions. That's super neato, right next to the power lines. But anyway, what's missing on this lovely, warm spring day? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? It's the sounds of silence. I grew up in this town, and I remember being a child, and I remember being a teenager. I remember being in my 20s, and all of those periods of time. The springtime in this area, Vancouver, Portland, was, if you get anywhere, unless you were right in the city, if you were even in the neighborhoods where there was a little bit of trees, you were hearing bird song constantly. Tweeting, chirping, little birds flitting around in the bushes, squirrels running out with a fucking walnut in their little paws. Life, big time. All kinds of singing birds. And what do you hear? Nail guns. Now the only sound really, unless the crows are squawking their crappy little heads off, is nail guns, trucks bringing crap over there, jetliners flying over, helicopters and airplanes flying slowly at low altitude in circles. But you know what you don't hear? You don't hear happy singing birds. I mean, I can faintly hear a bird or two somewhere. I can't even tell which direction. On a nice, warm spring day. The the ecosystem has done collapsed. People just don't realize it because our food doesn't come from natural sources anymore. It comes on a truck from a factory. I mean, everything that was supposed to keep people self-sustainable and self-supporting and independent that used to be in our country is been removed one piece at a time. Right down to your ability to get food in a local area. There used to be dairy farms all over Clark County. You could go to the farm and literally get milk from the farmer. Right there. Natural, unprocessed, unpasteurized. For super, super cheap. At multiples of farms. They're all gone. There's not one in town that you can go and get milk from. Not a single one. Yeah, that's progress. That's progress. Thanks, Uncle Sam. You're helping us. You're helping us to be a strong and independent nation, aren't you? Yeah. Anybody believes that can sit on this and spin. I'm gonna... Look, it's Dickhead McAirplane. Come to fly right over me nice and slow. Hey, the chemtrails have dissipated till you can't see them so much now. Wow, that's awesome. Means my sore throat will go away? Probably not. Means my nose will quit running? No, it just means that the stuff's down here at ground level. But thankfully, the air show is still going on. Nothing like a good air show all day, every day. See, what we need to do is get rid of all these stupid farms and pastures and ranches. Build some houses on this land, and then it'll be worth something. Otherwise, this is just useless wasteland. This is worth nothing unless we get rid of all these trees and all these stupid farmhouses and build some neighborhoods on here so people can live here. They can live. They can live here where cows used to graze, because cows are stupid. We should eat cows, and we should just buy our meat from another country and have it shipped here on a big ship and then brought on diesel-powered trucks to our stores. Like a real American. Get rid of these stupid farms and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. And then America can be great again. God bless America.